Hello everyone. Today, I would like to present my research that is entitled An Empirical Study: How do Indonesian High Schoolers Purchase Green Fashion? According to the report of Modern Intelligence in 2022, Indonesia in the textile and apparel industry was ranked as 10th and one of the most producing countries globally. Indonesia was also 12th ranked as the leading TNI exporters in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations region. Indonesia is also the second highest water pollution impacted by the textile industry with 29.25% in the G20 countries. According to McKinsey & Co Corporation in 2020, Indonesia has made a report that fashion industry accounts for 4% of global greenhouse gas emissions. To produce a single cotton t-shirt, it uses 700 gallons of water equivalent to 52 million Olympic-sized swimming pools is consumed. And for a single pair of jeans, it uses 2 million gallons equivalent to 150 million Olympic-sized swimming pools. The latest research on sustainability has boosted quickly, yet the research that involves sustainable fashion industry is still very rare. Concerns to the impact of waste in clothing manufacturing, it has significantly contributed to climate change. A number of studies have been investigated the correlation between rural people on how they respond to the environmental issues. About America, a study has been conducted for 710 million participants of green purchasing. The result indicates consciousness, and in purchasing behaviors have led to confusion, especially the absence of market segmentation, especially the absence of market segmentation and communication theories in Indonesian research. Therefore, this paper will focus on the following questions. Do the environmental knowledge, environmental concern, and environmental attitude influence the attitude and knowledge of Indonesian high schoolers? Do the green trust, green apparel buying behavior, labeling satisfaction, and labeling desire influence the attitude and knowledge of Indonesian high school students? Is there a significant relationship between attitude and knowledge towards gender and age in Indonesian high schoolers? The specific objectives of this study are to examine and analyze the interdependence of environmental knowledge, environmental attitude, and environmental concern towards the attitude and knowledge of Indonesian high schoolers. To examine and analyze the interdependence of green trust, green apparel buying behavior, labeling satisfaction, and labeling desire towards the attitude and knowledge of Indonesian high schoolers. To examine and analyze the influence of gender and age in attitude and knowledge of Indonesian high schoolers. Significance of the study to advance the literature of democratic demographic literature precisely in Indonesian Generation Z high schoolers, to provide insights of environmental activists and educational statistics as the support of sustainable development goals in sustainable environment and education as the attitude reference of high schoolers. As a reference of marketing and public relations practitioners to know Indonesian Generation Z high schoolers of purchasing behavior and environmental awareness. Scope and limitation of the study is limited to only Indonesian Generation Z high schoolers with a complete description of statistic demographic. Theoretical framework. There et al. Have also carried out research for environment with more strong and reliable backgrounds. Following their concepts, they believed that attitude doesn't drive the entire of sustainable behavior. Therefore, using two theoretical perspectives to investigate sustainable apparel purchasing behavior, refer to prior scholars' suggestions. Their framework investigates the interdependence between diverse aspects of sustainable awareness, such as sustainable knowledge, sustainable concern, green belief, sustainable attitude, green apparel purchasing, branding satisfaction, and branding desire, the factor of age and gender. Furthermore, they discover the interdependence between each aspect. Attitude behavior context theory. This theory may also suggest that buyers display behavior to get certain anticipated advantages. With such behavior as it shows, and shoppers create a positive behavior towards beneath the solid impact of relevant variables. This theory is to over bits of knowledge into how nature demeanors interpret into target behavior. Consider one of the key shoppers inquire about issues and vigorously connected with consumers' activities and purchasing choices. Meanwhile, attitude and behavior are characterized as belief and perception separately. The KAB may be a diagonal interactive demonstrator that was initially utilized within the areas of well-being and environmental research, criminology, climate alter, and education. It is presently connected in organized security inquiries. This is the modern research of their et al. So I will use this model research to my research. Research methodology. So I will use positive paradigm, and it will be more quantitative approach. And in June until July, questionnaires will be distributed. And these are the dimensions and indicators that used as a reference from Dia et al. Data collection and sampling. Quantitative research is based on measuring variables by adopting a statistical approach to uncover the links between them. Survey as research methods or questionnaires. Validity and reliability test is a must, and also independent t-test. For data analysis, I will use software which is called SmartPLS. Can relate the set of independent variables to multiple dependent variables as a regression model predicting one or more dependence from a set of one or more independence. This is the estimation of my model research when I use SmartPLS to analyze the data. Thank you for listening. That's the end of my presentation.